good job defensively. Maybe I hit a great shot and I get to here. But he's just doing a good job of getting heavy, blocking my elbow. Right here, we end up down a little bit, right? I can't quite seem to crawl back up, right? What I'm gonna look to do now, and this doesn't matter if this is this high crotch that we're hitting, or if we're hitting our traditional high crotch over here, where we don't feel like we can drive up to our feet. I still want to try to get this guy's foot off the mat, okay? Defensively, if he gets in on me, right here, I want to get heavy on him right here, get my feet back right here, hips in. Like, this is a hard position. So what I'm going to try to do is get this outside foot off the mat here. Once I get that outside foot off the mat, it's going to be a lot harder to defend. Okay? So, I'm in. Got into my shot right here. Right here, I can't come up and he's sitting on me. All I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to take a step with my outside foot. I'm going to lift my trail leg up off the mat, and I'm just going to pivot my ankle here, okay? And then what I'm going to try to do is my head's going to drop below his butt, this hand's going to drop down to his ankle, right here. So I take this step, and I pivot, and I'm going into it, right there. And I'm trying to get this foot off the mat. What I want to do is I want to put a lot of pressure on his knee and his hip. So we're here, I don't feel like I can come up. Right here, I'm just going to take a step around the corner. This foot's going to come off the mat, and I'm just going to pivot on my knee. My knee's not necessarily moving, I'm just pivoting on it, right here. Okay? This hand is going to drop down below the ankle, right here. And my head is looking to drop right below his butt, right here, and then I'm going to pressure into it. Okay, trying to put a lot of pressure there on your hip and his knee. My goal is to get this foot off the mat and get the weight over on that other side. So again, we're here. I'm in on my shot. He's heavy on me right here. Maybe this leg's back a little bit, and I'm right here. I'm just going to take a pivot right here, drop low. Okay, come back up a little bit. Right here. And when I drop low, pivot on this, I'm pulling this into my body. Again, I don't want my arms extended. I want my elbows tight at my body. My head drops right below his butt, and I'm driving into it. Here. Getting this foot up off the mat. If I can shelf it even on this outside leg, that's what I want. So again, I get here, or he gets his leg back a little bit. Get the leg back a little bit. Right here, he's heavy on me. Take this step, I'm going to pivot on my knee. Right there. Okay, when I pivot and I step here, everything, I'm driving off this leg, everything's pressuring into him. My head is tight right below his butt. I have seen some guys, they go all the way down to the knee. I like to be up higher. Right here, pressuring in. Pulling his knee tight to my body, pulling this ankle tight to my body, here. Right, once we get here, I can drive up, crawl up the leg. What arm's deep? What arm's deep here? My outside arm, right? When I crawl up, here, outside arm goes deep. Now I can switch off. Okay, or if we're down here, I can come deep here like this. Pressure in, step through, Turk. But again, I'm getting all the pressure and all the weight over on this other side. So we get into our shot, he sprawls his leg back, right there. Okay? Now, I'm trying to crawl up, but I can't. I'm just extending here. Take a step with his foot, pivot on this knee, drop low, and not just drop and stay here. Get the foot off the mat. If I can shelf it right here, great. Look how everything's tight. Right here. Now I can crawl up. I can switch off right. If I want to, I can come up, look to Turk, here. Whatever I'm looking for. I'll do the other side real quick so you guys can see that. Again, right here, like that. I'm going to take a step with my outside foot. This foot's just pivoting. I'm not sliding my knee. I'm just pivoting. Right there. Pulling everything in tight. My head drops right below his butt. And the second I drop, catch an ankle, I'm going into it. A lot of pressure there. Right here. If I can crawl up, switch off, great. If I have to come all the way up to our feet, but either way, this time's going deep. Here. You guys got it? All right, try.